good professional relationships, and I have good, strong personal relationships with some of them. Respect all of them, but it just was not nearly as good of a fit. And so for that reason, even though I love the work, I love the athletes, I didn't love the people that I was around. It didn't feel like family. It just felt like work. It felt like business. So I think those two things, how much you want to be invested, how passionate about it you really are, and also finding the right organization. And one of the best pieces of advice I was given, um, and that I really feel confident about now as I move forward with my career, is when you're in a job interview, and this is harder as an undergrad where you're just trying to get any job or the best job possible. But when you're in a job interview, you're interviewing them, the employer, the organization, the team, whatever it may be, just as much as they're interviewing you, right? The more experience and certifications and education that you get, I think the greater the ability you have to treat their interview of you just like an interview of them, you know? Hopefully, so all I'm really getting with that is just doing your due diligence to make sure it is the type of people, the boss, type of organization that you want to work with, from a structure standpoint, principles, etc. Hopefully that helps. Thomas hits back. We got two more here. Thomas asks, what do you expect to be your biggest personal challenge in advancing through the Dodgers to reach the level you desire? Do you want to be the lead trader one day, or do you see yourself doing something else? That's a great question, Thomas. Honestly, I don't know right now. And I told them that over our phone interviews. They asked me where do you want to be in 3 to 5 years? And I actually just wrote a blog about this, and I'll share that at the very end if you are interested in that. But I don't know. That's the honest to God, honest to truth answer. Part of me wants to work up to the major league level because, of course, it's the major leagues, and they got guys that are really cool and the best in baseball. And on the surface, that seems like the coolest opportunity. It would make the most money for sure. On the other hand, I may just want to be a coordinator and work with the younger guys and rehab guys like my current boss or director does, or supervisor, I should say. The biggest challenge is probably just because the Dodgers are such a great organization, and I'm trying to say that unbiased. Because they're such a great organization, we have a lot of good coaches, a lot of great coaches. And so it won't be easy for me to skip ahead. Hopefully that, maybe that will be the case. We'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky. But it's not like we have just average Joes in our organization. We have some good, smart dudes in our organization. So I can see that, maybe I don't move up the ranks as fast because of that. And then maybe another team comes along, or another sport, NBA, college, whatever it may be, with an opportunity that's more appealing. We'll see. For now, I want my feet to be where they're at, which is right here in Arizona. If it becomes LA, great, or an affiliate across the country. But right now, I'm really just trying to focus on here and doing the best job I can do here. Amanda, this looks like the last question. We have 4 minutes left, so I'm going to answer Amanda's question. Then I'll share my contact info with you guys on one more slide, and then feel free to reach out via email. Okay. So Amanda asks, thank you for taking your time. My pleasure. Thank you, Amanda. What is the best or most important thing you've learned in this position with the Dodgers? Do you have any advice when it comes to networking? Amanda, I'll tell you what, on the networking point, because I could go on and on about that, please shoot me an email. We can talk about that further. But in terms of the Dodgers, I'd say the biggest thing I've learned, actually our coordinator told me this last week, our rehab coordinator, performance coordinator, he said to come in with a beginner's mindset. And college is very different from pro. From a training standpoint, from a personnel standpoint, because now guys are being paid and lots of money and don't have to, they do have to work with you with strength and conditioning, but if they don't show up, you hopefully build a relationship with them. At college, if you don't show up, there's punishment. You tell the head coach, they get in trouble, they run, they have a late night or early morning workout, right? The pro level, it doesn't work like that, at least not here with the Dodgers. I'm not saying we don't care. I think we have a great level of relationship built up with the athletes, and them, along with the coaching staffs, appreciate what we do and what we can offer. But just very much a different mindset from a professional standpoint, going college to professional, and also baseball in general, really just has a different culture. Different from basketball, but different probably from all sports. It's very traditional. There's a lot of things, we did it this way, so we do it this way because we did it that way. And it's weird. Like, it's very laid back sometimes for the most part. But then there's things that people will get very uptight about. I know it's kind of a vague answer, but just honestly, like, my supervisor told me last week. Um, excuse me, it's having a beginner's mindset and just keeping an open mind, a growth mindset, things I'm sure you guys have heard of. But keeping that perspective and not trying to act like I know so much. Really just getting to know the guys, the players and the coaches and the staff before I try to come in and make a bunch of changes. I'd say that's the biggest thing I can share on that. So I'm going to share my screen again, guys. We have a minute and a half left. Then we're going to get kicked out of here. But thank you so much for being signed in here, for listening to me ramble. I really hope you got something out of it. I'm going to share my information here with you. And this is in the email that you have as well. But contact info, again, Chris Hayes, CJ Hayes15@gmail.com, 267-664-8497. You want to give me a call or text, but just start with email. We can go from there. And then at @CHayesStrength, Twitter, Instagram is my social media. I do have a few blog posts and podcast monologues out through CVAS, Central Virginia Sports Performance Seminar. I contribute to them, so if you want to check out any of that or email me, I'll be happy to share some of that with you. Some of it's training related, some of it's just career, professional related. And then finally, a quote there at the bottom: "The reward may make the journey, but the journey will make the man." I stole that from someone somewhere, I don't know who or where, but right there is a picture of Dodger Stadium, and that's in LA. And maybe the ultimate reward for me is making it there, but what's going to make that reward worth it is the journey that I take to get there, right? So if I were to just be given the role in LA at the major league level, that'd be great, but I probably wouldn't appreciate it nearly as much as if it takes me, a year or 2 years or 5 years to get there. So that's really the last message I have for you guys. We got about 10 seconds, so we're going to get kicked out. But again, thank you guys for your time. Please feel free to reach out with email, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Okay, take care.